Hi, my name is Derek Dalton. I'm Vice President General Manager of News 10 NBC. Tonight we're going to show you a special with some very disturbing numbers regarding our children in the Rochester City School District, which some may not want you to see. But we're going to show you because it's just too important. For instance, did you know that 1 out of 10 black males graduate high school in 4 years? That's dead last in the United States. And 10,000 of our children are in failing schools. On top of that, it costs approximately $21,000 to educate each student, which is $9,000 more than the national average. This is a travesty. And don't forget, this impacts all of us. Whether you're in Brighton or in the city or up in Spencerport or Webster, it impacts you with higher taxes, increased crime, increased poverty. But most important, we're failing the kids who need us most. And this has been going on way too long. We've been stymied by politics and infighting between the union, the school board, the superintendent, and legislators. At times, I think the leadership forgets who they serve. They're supposed to serve our children. We have to demand more competitive alternatives. Why don't we have pilot schools that have been so successful in Massachusetts? Or more charters like in Washington, D.C. or New Orleans? Or even vouchers for faith-based initiatives? Now, we know there are many great, caring, and loving professionals in the Rochester City School District. This has nothing to do about them. This really has everything to do about the system. It's broken. That's why throughout the year, we're going to keep fighting for you and our children, for putting the power of choice back in the parents' hands where it belongs. So after you watch this, please email me or call me and let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
So I do what I do because I believe that education is the greatest equalizer. And I believe that there are too many children who, simply because of color of their skin or their zip code, don't have access to quality education.
I like that it's not like any ordinary school. They make learning fun.
I learned to be professional.
You felt like you were a number there.
Right, just a number.
And here?
I feel like a student. I feel like family, you know. I feel loved.
And that was actually pretty exciting. It's like, ooh, we're doing our job here, because now they're feeling like they have to compete. They have to treat parents like consumers. They have to actually care about their community and know something about their community. That was never happening before.
So why do parents in Rochester not have a choice? I'm Scott Kilberry.
I'm Janet Lomax. Plain and simple, Rochester City schools are failing, and they're failing beyond state standards. Just ask the parents.
I am very nervous about how she's going to get to school and if she's going to be safe.
I would choose a different school that I know they would get a better education.
Even if I have to leave Rochester, she's going to graduate.
Why not allow families a way out? Allow parents to choose high-achieving schools.
Take a look at Rochester's results and ask yourself, don't we owe our children a better choice? Just released, the State of New York's Failing Schools Report finds 15 of Rochester City schools are failing. That's more than 10,000 students in schools lagging behind the state averages in every category. Plus, Buffalo Business First has been ranking New York school districts for over 20 years, and the report puts Rochester dead last in all of upstate New York, 432 out of 432.
It's not hard to see why. 28% of students drop out, and only 5% are college ready. Plus, just 43% of students graduate, the worst performance of all major city school districts in New York. And if you can believe it, it gets worse. Only 9% of black males graduate, and only 10% of Latino males get a diploma in 4 years. These abysmal numbers can't be blamed on funding. Not even close. Rochester spends well over $21,000 per student with a total budget near $800 million. That's over $9,000 or 72% more per student than the national average. But still, school leaders say it's not enough.
The superintendent says he needs millions more to get that job done.
Let's be clear about this. This is an additional $36 million.
We're going to invest in serving around 12,000 students on the enrichment program. We do know that we lose too many students during the summer because they don't have much to do.
Certainly the cost goes way beyond the hundreds of millions of tax dollars we all spend on this system that's failing children.
The cost in crime and lost business affects us all, and it gets worse. Our city, our home, is truly at the breaking point.
Startling new numbers tonight.
Rochester's poverty is worse than we may have first thought.
A new report from ACT Rochester says we are now tops in the nation among cities of a similar size for extreme poverty.
Are you ready to demand our leaders put politics aside and offer a way out?
Some say it's time for the power of choice.
I have always been a proponent of school choice. I believe that the money should follow the child. So if that parent wants to send their child to a Catholic school or to a private school or to a charter school or to Allendale Columbia or wherever, that they should be given that option and that choice.
I am pro-choice. Had you asked me that question 15 years ago, I would have said no, but I am so frustrated with the results that we have gotten out of our city school district that I feel that parents in this city, particularly poor parents, should have an opportunity to select a school for their children to attend where they could be reasonably assured that they're going to have good educational outcomes.
Folks in Western New York and the rest of the state really do need these options, and so we should put some more emphasis on how we can scale up school choice in those areas.
And who's stopping that?
The teachers' unions. I mean, the status quo, people who are afraid of change.